Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There's Porter. That's a LED surface light up there. I'll show you how it looks when you turn it on. You can dim it. That's kind of dim right there. Then you can brighten it up to the fullest brightness. But I'm gonna shut the power back off. I'm gonna change that out. I'm gonna put this ceiling fan right here. It's a pretty cool ceiling fan. Get them on Amazon. Comes with a remote control and everything. You get lights on the side and everything, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna try to see if we can take off that mount it up there, and see what we can do. See if I can get my I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'll put it up there where you guys can see it. About right. But in the background, I'm listening to Tyrant Terminator Audits. I don't know if you guys heard him or not, but he's been out there for a while. Did a great job. Tyrant Terminator Audits. You can check him out on YouTube. Okay, I appreciate it, Mrs. Kennedy. Thanks a lot. You've been very thanks a lot. I'm gonna try to climb up there and see what we do here. She was mad about, I'm kind of thankful that she was here, man. She was able to de-escalate the entire thing because that Mr. Hopkins. Give me a second to get up on this little. He was just off the chain, so we're gonna go out here and see if the North Chicago Police Department has pulled off. Let's see what we got going on. We should be good to go. Get all my wires separated. So yeah, TTA family from the top, man, from the top. Let me get up there and see what I can do. First things first. Let me remove this. Kind of got to give it a turn and a pull. So we're gonna try to. There you go. Get that down. You know what I mean? Mr. Hawthorne. See where our wires are. And he came out right away. Got them all pushed in kind of deep up in there. Allowing me to tell him what I was there for. Maybe I take off the box or just pull the wires out. They're getting tucked in pretty tight. Let me do it this way. I think it's probably better to take off this bracket first. Allowing us to tell him precisely what we were doing. That's the first messed up thing. So, he went to call the police. So I just hung around for the police to come. You see, they Officer Nixon and this other officer. I think his name was Pounds. Officer Pounds, that's him actually. They listened. Well, Officer Nixon listened first, and I caught him right here, standing right here first. This one has to come all the way out. He wouldn't tell me what he was here for. Just walking around recording. He wouldn't even allow me to. So I'm definitely going to call him out on his live. Mrs. Kimberly, though, outstanding. It would help if I had a better screwdriver. Even if she could have been a little irritated up underneath, she never exposed it. She never let it show, and we want to highlight that as well because that was beautiful professionalism. Let's do like this. We definitely appreciate Ms. Kimberly. If you see this again, we thank you. Change the head to the smaller head. Came in, you know what I mean? So when we filled out the complaint and the FOIA, I'm asking for everything on Ms. Hopkins. Everything on every disciplinary report that was wrote up on him. Anything negative, whatever, just everything. We need it all. So we definitely put in a request for that. We filled out the complaint as well. Filled that out. Gave it to Kevin. All right. One screw's out. It's 832. We definitely gonna do some follow-ups. So this one has a slide slot, so I can. Police and your director. Let's think about this real quick. Your director was sitting in the back office. Heard it and had to come out and de-escalate. Could use the screw gun, but sometimes I like to use physical. I can tell your whole mannerisms and body language and voice and your voice decibel, everything was heightened. But nothing, just because I'm recording. It'll take a little bit more to slide over that slot. It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? We was able to do exactly what we came here to do. Unmolested, obviously when the cops came though. That's why, that should slide. Let's see. Mr. Hawthorne really had slides over. He probably was embarrassed and I would be too. Yeah. So in any event, it's out completely, so that's a good thing. Following up with this one right here all the way because we got to hold him accountable. Take that screw out of there. We're just going to stay locked in on this one. You already know, TTA family.
Now we're going to disconnect the negative, positive, and ground wires, which are right here. Pretty simple. Save your wire nuts because you can use those over again. Put the negative off. Put the positive here. Drop that one off. Take off the ground, which is off. Keep our bracket all together as one. Put this bracket, here we go, lock that into place. This is always usable somewhere else. Still good. Now, got my wires here. Keep them all together. One side is got to be like full drop. Not too sure what side I'm going to drop it on, but I put my negative and positive on this side. That should be good to go. Visit your Marion Chevy dealer. Let's get this started first.
Well, I'm getting cards that are available to the public. This is also
now I'm watching Bay Area Transparency. You probably tell by his voice.
I'm going to get one more this way, and I can interact with staff. You guys get paid to interact with us. So no. You're not done here. No, you're not. Give me your supervisor now. Supervisor, yes. Supervisor now. You don't deem necessary anything, saying that we can record public officials while conducting their duties from any public spaces. You're wrong. This is not their building. This is the public building.
Well, you want to make sure these screws tighten up.
You don't have that authority.
As tight as possible.
You don't have that authority.
You don't want too much slack on you.
What'd you run the stop sign for?
Let this tighten up a bit more here.
Right, you see it right there? This line is a stop sign, and that is a stop sign right there. You got protecting a lot of people in there. Why is that?
Pretty snug on that side. Just snug this one up.
A terrorist because of a mask?
Yeah, just check it. It's still a little loose on this side.
What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency.
Okay.
We're back at it.
Now we're
again. For this video, we're in the state of Nevada. We went ahead and went to a school district office.
It's pretty
that
snug.
one of you
Oh, a little bit loose here.
And thank you for asking me to go to that school district office because I saw nothing but foulness and disgraceful behavior from our public employees during my employee conduct check. You're going to see that in this video. Follow us on Facebook, Bay Area
each time you turn it,
Official. Follow us
well,
on Instagram.
I'm going to bottom this out to the sheetrock. That's what's going to happen.
Like, share. Let's go, baby, PAT. And I'm out. Okay, double recording.
All right.
Triple recording now.
It's in there now. Next step, you're going to connect your wires. So sometimes it's good to have someone help you hold this if you're not good at it, but what I always do, I try to get the ground wire on there first. And sometimes, if you're lucky, the ground wire will support all that weight. Let's see what happens. Tighten it up nice and tight. Now if I let it go, the ground wire usually can hold all that weight. But you don't want to let it hang like that, but that means you got a good connection if the ground wire is holding it. But still, hold it with your hand because you don't want to be pulling the wires out of the socket. So, I'm going to do the positive wire next. Now these keep in mind one stranded and one solid. So there's a little trick how you get the stranded and the solid on there. Give it a good twist. Right there we go. Now we're on there. See that? I know it's tight because it's hanging on it. And my trick is I stick the stranded wire in first and I chase it with the solid, and then I screw it all together as one. We get a good solid tight. You don't want to see any copper. You don't want to see any copper sticking out of here at any of these. If you see, like, obviously the ground's gonna have copper, but if you see copper sticking out of these two here, you got a problem. So now I got enough. I don't have to tuck these wires in here. I could tuck them in there, but I got enough space in this belly here to set those wires in. So all I gotta do is drop it in place. Make sure they're not obstructing anything. Drop that in. Make sure they're all in the slot. Give it a quarter turn. Oh, not all the way. Hold on. There's one out. Let's do it again. Take your time. Line that one up. Line. Oops. That one up. Line. Can I see that one? That one up. And that one's lined up. Oh, it's lined up. Okay. It's kind of loose. I don't like the fact that it's loose like that. Why is that loose? Let's take that down and find out why that's still loose. Maybe just the way the box mounts. Yeah, I don't like it that loose. And worst case scenario, I might have to put a new box on here. This is one of those. I have to find out what kind of box that is when I put this down. Why didn't I get that? See, that's still loose. It's the bracket. It's not. Well, maybe no. That could tighten up. Let's tighten this up because that got some more turn to it. When I tightened up, it didn't have all that turn, but it has more turn now. It's got a little more turn to it too. So
no, I'm good. Yeah, well, I mean, how would I not belong in it?
Let's flip this.
No, is this only for employees?
Flip this screwdriver over. Get the other side. Okay, ready? Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm a public visitor. Yeah, everything in the office. I'm working on the story. What was your name? First off, I guess we should start with that. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just working on something. No, I'm not in school. A little old, but thanks for that.
Tighten this up a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, the building is for public access. We just, when we see people equipment.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, like I said, I'm working on it.
Okay. Now let's see what we got going on here.
But it's for me.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, awesome. No problem, no problem. So this is purchasing. Welcome, please come in.
Okay.
Purchasing and principal.
Ooh.
I guess.
I might have to end up tightening that. Well, we'll see how this works out first. Worst case scenario, I gotta come back with some washers. I know it's not gonna fall unless that box is not tied into the ceiling. But we'll see how it works when I turn it on. Let's tighten up these 4 screws first. See what we got. I might have to get some shims or something, some spacers to give that some more tightness. But that's an easy fix.
And now it's like public works and all kind of other stuff.
I know the box is tightened as far as it's screwed into the box, as tight as it can possibly get. Bring out the screw gun and tighten up a little bit more. But let's turn this way. Take this bad boy up here.
I'm just
can't try to do this in an awkward position. Here we go.
Oh, okay. And is that in this building? Is it in
Okay, that's tight.
9th Street? Is there a way
Um,
to give you the address for
Let me
that?
turn the power on. I don't have the batteries for the remote, so I might not be able to operate the remote
Do not know.
just yet. We'll see. Might have to steal some remote batteries out of the other thing. Turn this on first. Okay, we got power. And it's on the dimmer, so it might.
So this here is the old principal's office.
I might have to take that dimmer off too. This may not function properly on the dimmer. If that is the case, I can easily take that dimmer down and change it. Let me see if I got the remote to this, because I don't think that motor should be on the dimmer circuit. Let me see if I have batteries for this remote. Let's see what kind of batteries this takes first. I think the problem is, let's change these batteries out with this one and see what happens. So I think the reason why those lights are flashing like that because it's on a dim circuit, and the dimmer, I think that particular dimmer is controlling amperage on there. Let's see what happens when I put this on first. So this is all new to me, so it's the power on. That's on.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Fan. Let me turn the fan on.
Grab a little picture of that.
Maybe that's fan. That's all off. So this is power here. This is fan right here. So there we go. I think that dimmer is affecting the circuit. That's yeah, I think we'll have to take that dimmer off. Alright guys, so I did the install, but I do have to take that dimmer off because that dimmer is going to affect.
I don't feel like I'm bothering.
And it's all the way up.
Yeah, I'm working on a story. I've already
It's down. Oh, there we go. Maybe that might work. So that being right there, that might be full power. Let's see what happens when we get full power. Fan's working. So maybe I don't have to take the dimmer off.
This is also, you're interrupting. I have, yeah. I'm actually going to
That's
get
working.
more this way, and I can interact with staff.
You know what? I think I'll leave it the way it is then. But it's not supposed to be a dimmer on that circuit, but it is working. So the fact that we do got it working, even though the dimmer's in line, I think we'll leave the way it is. I think you could dim these lights from the remote, so you don't have to use the dimmer anymore. I think if I hit this button here, I could dim these lights. There we go. See that?
This is a public lobby, right?
So that's perfect. Leave the dimmer at full mode. Let the fan do its job. There's a lot of other stuff on this remote. It has Wi-Fi connection and everything. I don't know if you guys can see all that. There's a lot of stuff on this remote. Speed. I don't know what this button right here does. Or dims it again. See that? See that? Wow, colors too. Okay, so there's a lot of different stuff. Got another color. Oh, okay. So you got different colors. You got different dim modes. You got a lot of features on this bad boy. I'm not going to try to go through all these features because I don't know if they all do. I know you can hook it up to Bluetooth because it has a Bluetooth symbol on it. So if I want to dim this, let's try that. What's that? Different color right there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Alright guys, so that's it. I just installed this fixture and I'm out. Catch you on the next one, guys.